She's got great chat.
I was coming back here to tell you I loved you.
I licked her tit or whatever.
You know, you got quicksand. It's like the equivalent, it's made out of dicks.
It's banter. I'm a mommy.
Mommy?
I'm a mom.
Mamacita.
Mommy.
Like a mom of what? A dog?
Are you joking?
You are a liar, actress.
So fast. Crazy.
She's got chat.
First things first, banning gherkins and all McDonald's burgers. And if you're still eating those gherkins, grow up, because they're minging.
Hello and welcome to She's Got the Chat. I am Maura.
And I am Ari. I moved.
You moved. You're in a new spot.
I'm so fucking tired.
I bet, girl. Moving is a lot of work.
Yeah. I sent you a voice memo and was like, hey, just confirming that there's only 2 episodes. I didn't even have time to check Peacock and be like, is there an episode coming out tonight? I just was like, I need you to tell me that I've watched everything I need to watch.
Correct. And you have.
And I have. And on that note, we are here to break down episodes 3 and 4. I am so excited to get into it. I feel like usually the first week is very much like laying the groundwork, getting into it. But I think that we have a lot more meat to chew on than I anticipated.
I agree. I was kind of nervous after the first 2 episodes. I was like, they felt a little more slower than like last season, for example. But now I feel like we're getting in there.
Oh, yeah. I actually think you and I might have some disagreements.
Ooh, I wonder. We might. That's actually curious. I wonder. We'll have to find out.
Time will tell. But before we get into it,
a little bit of business up top. First of all, just a friendly reminder, if you have a hot take, perhaps about what we're about to discuss, or maybe you agree with one of us if we happen to disagree, you can always submit your hot take as a voice note in our Discord. The link for that can be found on our Instagram.
1 minute or less.
Yes, please. 1 minute or less. And we'll play it here on the show, obviously, and we'll talk about it.
Yes. And then please share the pod with a friend. Share the pod with somebody who you know is watching the show or who you really want them to get into the show. We rely on y'all to get the word out there, and we really appreciate it, and we love to engage and have these conversations. So please do that. As always, also leave us a 5-star review. If you do that on Apple, we will read your name, your Apple name, whatever that is. For example, my mom once left us one, and her Apple name was Mom of Ari. Very, very inconspicuous.
Very.
So go ahead and do that. It means the world to us. You can leave us 5 stars on any platform, but specifically the Apple ones are the ones that we'll be able to read your name.
I could read some comments from Spotify.
Yeah, we've done that before. Do we have Spotify comments?
We do. One Wagdog54 is happy to have us back, and Ari Grande 11. They said that you're wrong about Bryce being hotter than Casey, but they thought we were talking about Casey from this season, not Casey O'Gorham, which is who we were actually talking about.
Multiple people thought that. Yeah. We are talking about CASEY, not KC. An understandable moment of confusion.
They also said that you're wrong about Allie and Rob, but congrats on the wedding and house.
I could be wrong.
I mean, who knows?
I could be right, though.
You could be. We'll have to find out. Stay tuned.
Only time will tell, as always. Just
as always.
The ultimate saying. Okay. Please, before we get into it, follow us on all social media. We are at She's Got the Chat. Again, our Instagram is where you are going to get updates regarding our episodes, episode links, clips, etc. But we are also, of course, on TikTok, on YouTube, everywhere. Threads. Mara's been in the threads if you would like to share your opinion on Melanie.
Yeah. Did you see my most recent one?
Mm-hmm.
Controversial. I posted that, of course, after episode 2, maybe 3.
You posted it after episode 3. Yeah.
Okay, after episode 3. And I said I will be supporting her rights and her wrongs. And then episode 4 happened.
I was going to say, do you still feel that way?
I still feel a little bit that way, but I'm treading lightly.
we're not at a point that she can't come back from.
Absolutely.
But I wouldn't say that I love the direction we're heading in.
A spoiler alert, she might have gotten my error this week. I'll say that.
Okay, spoiler alert, we might not fight this episode. Okay, 2 things before we get into our recap of episodes 3 and 4. First, I just have to share that I was feeding my neighbor's cats a few days ago, and I get an Instagram video call from friend of the pod, Nick. And he was like, Ari, I'm in Charleston, and Kyle is in Charleston. And he was on a 35-person bachelor party. He's like, should I go find
Insane.
Kyle? I was like, yeah, no one's going to notice you're gone. 35 people is insane. So he's like texting me and Maura. I'm like trying to figure out where he is. Turns out he posted on his own Instagram story what bar he was at, which is, what's it called? By the Way.
By the way.
Which is owned by or like invested in by Austin and Craig.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Who seem to be on good terms, by the way, based on this weekend that they all spent together in Charleston. Anyway, he did not find him, but it was so funny.
Not just didn't find him in Charleston, he took an Uber 20 minutes from where he was to downtown Charleston.
I think
try to find
25
Kyle.
minutes. Yeah. And then he kept I was like, just bring like 1 or 2 people from the bachelor party. And then he kept texting us being like, they won't let me in because I'm alone. I'm like, yeah, they probably think that you're there to like prey on women. Like, you can't do that.
Also, I was literally like, go to Republic and tell them that you know Joe and Michaels. Like, as if that would have ever worked.
Can you imagine? Also, like, it's not that much better to be like, I'm not here to prey on women. I'm here to find Kyle Cook. Like,
literally, I'm here to prey on Kyle Cook.
You're not getting into that bar.
Yeah.
Okay. I also told you not to look too much into this because I wanted to explain the situation to you and get your raw reactions to at least all of the information that I have digested regarding what has been going on online with Kayda.
Okay.
As we know, as everyone knows, Kayda is from New Hampshire. A small, exotic island in the middle of the Caribbean that no one has ever heard of, New Hampshire. New Hampshire is a very white place, a very racist place.
Very white.
So the first thing that happened was someone posted a video of her in high school, which I guess was 5 years ago, SMH.
Wow.
Like, and the video notably is muted. You can't hear anything. But somebody like says something to her and then she like hits them. It's like a little bit blurry. It's kind of hard to tell what's going on.
Okay.
So people are like, oh my God, Kayda's a mean girl, whatever. Kayda is crazy. Multiple things now have come out on both sides. One is people being like, hey, I grew up in New Hampshire, or I went to the high school that Kayda went to. It is so racist. Actually, her mom even has spoken out and been like, yeah, she like regularly was called the N-word, like multiple stories on that side of things.
It's terrible.
On the other side of things, we have people saying, Kayda's a mean girl. I went to this high school and I knew that she was a mean girl. The girl, I think her name is like Molly Bacon, not to give her any more clout, but she is the one who apparently was in this video. I have a very hard time believing anything that she said. I watched this whole like explanation video that she put out today where she was just like, I have never said anything racist in my entire life. I'm like, well, okay, like you obviously have not unpacked enough about race then to be having this conversation because like as a white girl in a white state, like you just have and like that's, you know, a part of life. But to blanket be like, I've never done anything racist is inherently ignorant.
Yes.
But so this is the girl. This is her thing. And she's like, I didn't know Kayda. All I knew is that like Kayda was like the mean girl. She was like the popular mean girl. So then there have been like other stories of people being like, oh yeah, Kayda was a mean girl in high school. What is your initial impression of all of this?
Initial impression is I don't really give a fuck what these people were like in high school.
Same.
I just don't think that that's important. I get that that was 5 years ago, but also like me 5 years post high school was like a very different person.
Yes.
And also like, yeah, the context is completely missing for what the fight started over.
And that's why people are like, it's probably muted because the person probably called her the N-word.
Right.
And that was her responding to it.
Right. Yeah. Like we shouldn't hit people, you know, you shouldn't do that, but you also shouldn't harass people verbally. So Talk shit, get hit. I don't care
Yeah.
that she got a fight. Oh my God. Who gives a fuck?
I agree. Yeah, there are people then also posted some video of her like talking to her friends and saying something about like, oh, like that girl was fat. I just feel like when something like this happens, it can snowball, and then everyone is like, "Oh, I heard that too, and I knew her too." And I even saw this thing that was like, people like dug up like an old arrest record of hers that looks like just like a possession charge, like maybe she had like weed or something when she was 18.
Sure.
Which like I don't give a fuck
Right. I don't care
about any of that. So
No.
I am very cautious about the snowballing, very cautious about the narrative that is out there. I am of the mind like, let's just let her show us who she is in the villa.
Mm-hmm.
And so far, I like her.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah.
That sucks though. People get in fights sometimes. It happens, especially when you're
Yeah.
young.
One of the TikToks that I sent you was just these two black girls that it says, us preparing to defend Kayda with our lives because we were also the, quote, bullies at a predominantly white school.
Yeah, that's a problem.
We obviously have our opinions and have our takes and are not shy about sharing them. I also feel like a little bit out of my depth with like how much like racial implication and dynamic is at play in like the commentary of the season already.
Yeah.
And so like, please, if you want to send us over a minute long hot take and like you are a woman of color, like we want to amplify your voices. We'll continue like looking at social media and making sure that we're taking all the perspectives into account because
Yeah.
it feels like it's like so prevalent that we have to be informing ourselves and like listening to other people and how they feel about the situation because I just feel like it's only going to get more and more so.
Agreed. The racial dynamics are definitely already heavily at play.
Yeah.
I have a lot to say about this topic in regards to Kenzie and Melanie
Yeah.
and the way that they're being discussed online. Yeah. So we'll get into it when we get to that part.
We will update if needed regarding the Kayda situation, but I would say that that's our takeaway for now. And I knew you would feel that way. Is I don't give a fuck what she did in high school. And also, I was going to say this before, but like I'm at a point, and like not in a January 6th way, but in like a. Did you ever read The Master's Tools Will Never Dismantle the Master's House? I think it's an Audre Lorde like essay.
Essay maybe. Yeah, I think I probably have read it. I've definitely heard of it.
I just come back to like even that phrase sometimes where I'm like, how much are we going to try to like work within the system to bring the system down? Like sometimes you have to fucking throw hands when someone is calling you the N-word. And I stand 10 toes behind her on that. Like if that's what was happening and per her mom, that is what was happening.
Mm-hmm.
I don't have a lot of space for like, well, we have to like do everything peacefully. Like, yeah, where is that fucking getting us?
Yeah, I mean, it's verbal violence versus physical violence. It's violence regardless on both sides. Like, you know what I mean? So
yeah,
sometimes violence must be fought with violence. There's no other way around it.
Yeah. Like turn the other cheek will only get you so far.
100%.
Okay, let's get into episode 3.
Okay, let's do it. Let's chat.
So, Zach is confused as to why Kenzie is mad. Kenzie goes, I think Charlie's a ton fucking cuter than him.
This is crazy.
To which, by the way, Charlie tweeted, don't worry,
Yeah.
Big Brother's gotcha.
What if they sent him back in there?
I can't. I literally can't.
I don't want it either, but it is funny.
It's so the summer I turned pretty. Like, I just can't.
Oh, I have not seen that.
I binged it recently in Stress. It's just all about a love triangle between this girl and 2 brothers.
Oh, wow. Interesting.
Very incestuous.
I don't think I realized it was about brothers.
Uh-huh. It is about brothers. So, I mean, that seemed to sweep the nation. So I guess send Charlie in, producers, if we want to see that. But one Gregorio, whatever, is enough for me.
Oh,
What's their last name?
Giorgio?
I don't know. One of them is enough.
Gregorio. I was like, what?
Also, I cannot stop. I can't unsee Zach looking like Leah and Miguel's child.
Oh, interesting. Huh. I kind of see it.
I see it a lot.
I see the Leah, actually.
Let me know next time.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, keep it in mind and let me know if that like settles in for you. I saw it on Threads or something, and then I just like can't unsee it.
Fair.
Kenzie ITMs that she should have seen the signs with Charlie, and she's like, I don't
With
even
Zach.
Jesus. See, we can't have them both in the villa.
That's such a good point.
She goes, I don't even want him to see my eyes because that's the only thing he complimented me on, which made me think about what you said, that was not a compliment.
I know. Because it's like, okay, yeah, I don't think I said this, but like when people have like piercing blue eyes, they can sometimes look scary, like a White Walker or something like that. You know what I mean? Like it's hard to make eye contact with someone with like very piercing blue eyes sometimes.
I stand by the fact that I think that saying you have piercing eyes is a compliment.
Okay, fair. But this was hilarious.
Yeah. Bea tells Anaya that she has a lot of chemistry with Gabriel. And then he pulls her for a chat. They speak in Spanish, which unfortunately is so sexy to me that like I forget what a fuckboy he is.
Such a fuckboy. Yeah.
Also, he's like, Portuguese is the same as Spanish. Can I just tell you, as somebody who speaks Spanish and is trying to learn Portuguese, that is not true.
Right. They're very different.
I guess they're like similar grammatically. Some of the words are the same, but like it's just not the case.
Yeah. Yeah. Portuguese is hard, right? Relatively.
I mean, knowing Spanish is giving me a leg up with learning Portuguese.
Okay.
But it's not like I was able to like, I still had to start at the beginning, you know?
Right. Right. Yes.
Sean ITMs that it is hard to see Bea kissing him. Can we talk about the lesbian allegation?
Yes, please. So everyone thinks that Beatrice is potentially a lesbian.
She's giving lesbian.
I saw the funniest TikTok today or reel or whatever. It's that girl M Dog who is a lesbian, and she was like, Beatrice is so hey mama. Like,
oh, I saw that one too. Yeah. Is she the one that always does the videos of like how your mom talks about your friends growing up? And
Maybe.
It'll be like, she'll be like, do you remember that friend of yours who was really fat? Do you remember that friend? She was an Indian. Her whole family was Indian. They came from India. Like, I think that's that same TikToker.
I think that's her. Yeah. Oh my gosh. No, I will say I understand the allegations. For sure.
There are several things that come up also that seem to
solidify.
And we say this as two bi women who are a part of the community.
Happy Pride, Ari, by the way.
Happy June.
Happy June Pride.
Listen, keep Bea in the villa. I fucking love it. Go off.
Same. I think she might be bi. Like, I think that's the more likely scenario.
I really hope she's bi because I think that the alternative is I just like to be friends with guys because girls are so much drama vibes.
Yeah.
And so I hope that it's more like she is LGBTQIA and not she's anti-women. I need her to be pro-woman in like a pro-women way.
Yes, like I get down with the ladies.
Yes. It is so funny. It is very accurate.
It's very accurate. And if she hasn't explored that, perhaps she should.
Perhaps it's time.
Perhaps it's time to look inward on that one.
On the season. Let's do it. Like we've tiptoed around it a few times. We had Johnny and Cassie. We had, I don't remember her name, but she was on like a very early season.
Yeah. On US, or do you mean Sophie on UK?
No. She was on US, and then I think she did Games and coupled up with Megan on Games. What's
Kyra?
Her name? Yes, Kira?
Yes. Kyra.
Yeah. I think it's Kira.
Kira.
Anyway, we've tiptoed around it, but like I need to see it happen, and I do think that we have the potential this season.
I agree. I actually kind of get the vibe that a lot of them are bi.
Same. There's a lot of like, I would rather be getting in bed with you. Kayda and Kenzie kissed. Okay.
Yes.
We're getting ahead of ourselves. I need it. Give it to me.
I know.
As a little treat.
Love
for
Island,
Pride.
please.
We see Zach and Kayda in Soul Ties. Zach talks about how he spends his free time. They kiss. And then Sean pulls Bea and she tells him that she didn't want to fully close herself off and thought that he would have done the same in terms of like standing on the red instead of the green during the Doors challenge. She didn't realize that stepping on the red would completely break off the couple, and she is still interested in exploring things with him. They just ultimately have different perspectives on how they viewed that challenge. And he's like, no hard feelings, except clearly there are.
Yeah, I really thought that Beatrice handled this very well.
Agreed.
I thought that this reframing of the dot challenge was perfect because Sean went into that ready to be like, you hurt my feelings. You didn't choose me. And she was like, well, that's not my perspective. Here's how I was operating. And he had nothing to argue against.
Question about the dot challenge. Do you think that it set the Islanders up for thinking that this season would have a different set of rules in terms of exploring or like being closed off really early on?
It is possible. It has definitely set a tone. They keep bringing it up, and I'm like fascinated that they keep referring back to it.
It just feels like to have to say I'm all in on my couple. I don't want to explore other options like day 2.
Right.
Theoretically, they all should have stood on red.
Right.
I don't know. It's just interesting. I wonder how much it's going to influence because we're about to see some shit. I think might have been influenced by the dots.
I agree. I feel like all of the heavy making out that they did day 1 really amped up the chemistry and the intensity of everybody's feelings. And so that by the time day 2, they were like, all right, stick or twist, it became this like, are we loyal to one another? Which is like, as you fucking crazy. It's day fucking 2. No one owes anyone anything right now.
There's a lot of like premature stuff. For example, we literally get a final baptism in this episode.
Crazy.
Wild.
So wild. I was like, what am I watching right now? I'm like, you're not allowed to do that until the end. You're purging too soon.
I also just have to note that I really hate the situation for Bea of her being caught between a cop who is a probable Republican and a confirmed Republican, Gabe.
Yeah, it's not giving lesbian roots. It's not giving what she deserves.
Finding out that Gabriel immigrated here 3.5 years ago, I don't feel like I fully said this in our last episode, but like, honey, Trump wants to deport you.
Literally. I think that I sort of put that together today when I was like thinking about it a little bit. And I'm like, okay, like he probably didn't vote in the last election. Right.
Well, he came here under Biden.
Right.
You know, Biden's open borders.
Right. His big open borders.
He probably would not have been able to come here under the Trump administration. Who knows? Who knows how he came? I have no idea. But regardless, they don't want you here. You should not be a Trump supporter.
I agree. It's confusing to me, but I do think that I'm assuming he legally obviously immigrated here. And so I think sometimes like immigrants who immigrated legally have a lot of bias, stigma, and anger toward immigrants who illegally immigrate. And it's
like,
just
do it the right way.
Not everybody has that privilege. It's crazy. I don't know how they don't get that, but
it goes beyond that. It's like, okay, sure, however you got here is one thing, but also not being able to speak English when you got here also would have not been okay with them. Like, I don't know. It's just
such a good point.
It's all very, very complicated. Actually, it's not that complicated, but it's interesting.
It is. I agree. It's interesting.
Anyway, okay, so Melanie, Anaya, and Kenzie now chat with Kayda. Melanie and Anaya don't know where New Hampshire is, ?
This was so bizarre to me. She was like, yeah, I'm from New Hampshire. Do you guys know where that is? And they're like, no. What?
Also, her having to say to everyone, do you know where that is? I'm like, It's worth noting that they were all COVID high schoolers. For the
COVID
most
high school. I was
part.
just about to bring that up as well. Yeah, they were.
Except for like Bryce and Sean, I guess.
Yeah, they were not learning geography apparently.
Yeah, they were like doing Zoom high school just and like fighting each other.
Yeah.
Like not learning.
I don't know how you don't know where New Hampshire is, especially when you're from Philly.
From Philly, exactly.
That's weird as shit to me.
Kayda says sorry to Kenzie about the Zach thing. She's like, no hard feelings. And also is like, I don't really like him that much. Like, is he your type? And Kayda's like, yeah. And she's like, well, he's not mine. Bryce and Trinity chat, and they both agree that they were able to explore other options. How convenient, since neither of them were chosen by the other option. Bryce is like, this brought me closer to her. I'm like, or you don't have any other options.
I really commend him for his efforts on milking this for every ounce that he can, because he has no other choice but to do so. But it's totally so clear that they don't like each other.
But, you know, a friendship couple is a very valid place to be in the beginning of the season. And like, maybe it'll turn into something more is like a good way to kind of hold on to that friendship couple. So I think he is playing it right, but it's very clear from the outside what's going on.
Yeah.
Kenzie and Sean chat, and they both kind of complain about the situation that they're in. Kenzie wishes that Zach had been more upfront, and then Zach comes up to her to try to pull her, and she denies him and of course refuses to let him see her piercing eyes.
This was so funny, where she like puts her head to the side and is like, no, I don't want to talk to you right now. Like, will not make eye contact is insane.
She's like, he doesn't get the privilege of seeing these buttes.
Right. So funny. Like, it is absolutely crazy for her to be upset at Zach at all about any of this. Just like need that to be known. But I will say the way she's handling it is hilarious to me as a viewer.
I fear she might be made for this show.
Definitely. She's great TV.
I love that you named this. In the morning, we see our breakfast ritual.
Our BR.
Our BR. Sean makes Kenzie breakfast and they kiss. My winners. I'm kidding. You know, a cab.
I know, but like maybe you're on to something.
I think that they are both low-key MAGA vibes.
Yeah.
In a way that complements each other.
I can see that. Can I also just say I hate how much he chokes women when he kisses them?
Dude. Did you watch Woodland's recaps for these episodes?
Not the whole thing.
When he goes and kisses her in bed and she's like, who is this? He was like, it's giving the cop that takes off his body cam.
No! Oh, that's bad.
I'm dead.
Oh, man. Oh, man. Oh, man.
Anyway,
oh, my God.
Melanie says that she missed an episode.
Same.
I didn't. I watched it. Sincere pulls Kayda and also, I guess, does not know where New Hampshire is.
No, he does know where it is.
Oh, thank God.
Yes. He was like, I know. I'm from New Jersey.
Oh, yeah. Like they have all this stuff in common. Like their dogs have like the same name. Or like, isn't her dog's name Kaya? Coda.
Or Kaya. Yeah, one of their dogs' name is Coda. One of his name is Kaya. They're
both of their
similar.
dogs have the same name, and also Kayda has the same name.
And they're pit bulls, which they bonded over.
And they talked about what they like to eat late at night. And then Sincere has this whole thing about having two beautiful fish. It's giving, I don't view women as people.
I agree. I did not like the fish metaphor. He was like, you've got one beautiful fish and then you've got this other beautiful fish. Like, why can't you have two beautiful fish? Because you can't eat your fish and eat your fish too.
You can have two beautiful fish. Have all the fish you want. Stay away from women.
Right. Yeah, I didn't love the fish metaphor. Not my fave.
No, I don't love him. He's not my fave.
Yeah.
Zach talks to Bea about Kenzie and they roleplay his apology. And Bea, guiding him through exactly what to say, is giving, I'm your lesbian best friend.
I totally agree. I was like, she is also correct in what she's saying that he should say to Kenzie.
But it's giving, I know how to approach women, not because I am a woman, but because I date women.
Yes. I've had, like, I know exactly what a woman wants to hear because I've had to say it.
Yes.
Yes.
It's like a very different energy than like, this is what I would want.
Yeah, I agree.
As a woman. It's like.
Women love hearing this. It was very, I date women. I agree. Gabriel then pulls Kenzie for a chat. They flirt a little bit. They talk about dancing. And then Zach tries to pull Kenzie again. And she swerves yet again.
I'm dead.
There's a brief moment also where Zach goes over to Trinity and Bryce to kind of debrief after this moment. And Bryce is joking around about being an ass eater.
Uh-huh.
Which was, okay, Bryce. All right. Anaya then tells Melanie that Sincere pulled Kayda, and Melanie gets upset because she hasn't even talked to Sincere today. She tears up. And then Trinity tells Kenzie that she has more of a friend vibe with Bryce. Trinity says she's interested in talking to Casey and Sean, and Kenzie feels that Gabe and Sean are now neck and neck for her. I was surprised, obviously, that Melanie teared up about Sincere. Mm-hmm. As we stated previously, these people don't owe each other anything.
They don't, but also, like, we are in the early stages of this where, like, again, if you both stood on those green dots and, like, made this statement to the villa of, like, I don't want to get to know other people.
Yeah.
You would expect to talk to him every day.
I agree. I do think it was a really big error on Sincere's part to not immediately pull Melanie after his chat with Kayda. That's what he should have done.
Agreed.
He should have been like, hey, listen, just had this chat with Kayda, wanted to give you the heads up. Interested in talking to her a little bit more, but wanted to, like, you're still my main priority. Whatever he needs to say.
Yeah.
And then they could still have that moment. I don't think Melanie would have freaked out quite as much.
I agree, but I also, we do need to acknowledge that a lot of times the producers are in charge of who gets to speak to who, and it's not just like the free-for-all that it is portrayed to us as.
Correct. Very true. I mean, that was certainly in the back of my mind. Like, they probably kept them away from each other for as long as they possibly could.
They wanted this crash out.
They absolutely did. They were like, Melanie, I know exactly how to push this girl's buttons.
Yeah.
And they're pushing them.
And they are pressed.
Yeah. Trinity then tells Bea that Kenzie is between Gabe and Sean. Beatrice says, you peeped that too? Yeah, I'm not blind. I'm just missing my leg. She makes that joke at some point. Beatrice says that she's going to wait to see what Kenzie tells her because she thinks Kenzie will lie to her and not Gabriel.
Yes, this is very concerning.
That was interesting.
This is giving, I'm maybe a straight girl that just doesn't like other girls.
I know. That was disappointing. I was like, I understand why she might think that Kenzie could lie, but Gabe is definitely going to lie if he has something to hide.
And also, like, if you and Kenzie are both in between the same two guys, your best move is to create an alliance with her immediately so that you can call both of them out when they inevitably lie to you.
Yes. Yes.
This is like the opposite of the approach she should have taken.
Agreed. She needs to get the details for both of them and see how the stories line up.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Zach then gets a text. It's time for our villa game, Deep End. So this game involves the Islanders reading a fact about each Islander. They have to decide who this fact belongs to and then push them into the pool.
Crazy. Into the pool.
Into the pool. So the first one is, who did sexy roleplay as the Terminator? The answer is Anaya. And Casey ITMs, if she will do Terminator, she's willing to do anything. So I'm going to keep that in mind. I love Casey so much.
I do too.
The way he said that was so funny. So I'm going to keep that in mind.
He's not wrong.
He's not wrong. All right, the next question is who forgot a hookup's name mid-sex? It was Zach. And then who slept with a 52-year-old? Gabriel. Beatrice seems a little put out by this.
Well, she goes, I would like to know what that 52-year-old looks like. And I'm like, it's giving lesbian.
I like women. Right. Can I go hook up with a 52-year-old?
Oh, yeah.
I did see Wilden's video for this, and he was like, listen, I like to be up in the club looking for crow's feet, which is a crazy statement.
He went, how old do you think Stacy's mom was? At least 40.
Exactly. That was hilarious.
So true. An age-old trope.
I know. All right.
MILF.
The next question is who broke up with their partner and then slept with someone new the same day? They guess Bryce. The answer is Sean. And I was like, I wonder if this was the 10-year relationship.
And then what if the other person he slept with is the baby mama?
Baby mama?
Can you fucking imagine?
That'd be insane. But it seemed like he hoed around a little bit more than that.
Yeah.
Oy. All right. Which Islander gave their boyfriend head while the mom was driving? They guess Kenzie. The answer is Trinity. And everyone is like, please explain. She goes, it was daylight savings time.
Period.
Period.
That is like the full first part of the explanation.
It was daylight savings time. I'm going to use that as an excuse for just about anything in the future.
I'm obsessed with her.
She's so funny. She was like, it was dark outside. And actually, can I say, I will protect their anonymity. I have a friend who once had sex in the back of a car with their girlfriend while their parents were driving.
Was it an SUV like Trinity's?
I think it was an SUV.
So I guess Trinity is not alone, but I wonder.
But head is wild. That's like...
You think that's crazier?
I think it's harder to hide the noise of head. There's a lot of suction sometimes.
Yeah.
There's suction too with sex, but I think it's a little easier to do that slyly.
I don't know. I'm starting to feel nauseous thinking about the potential noises.
I could never do that. Also, you could waterboard that information out of me. If I was her mother and I discovered that.
I know. Prayers to
Holy
you,
shit.
Trinity Senior, fighting this out at home. We love you. Our thoughts are with you during this very difficult time.
So good. All right, the next question is who ghosted a boy who had bought her an engagement ring? They guess Kayda, but the answer is Melanie, who says that it was in high school and that she had lied and said that she wanted to wait to sleep with this guy until marriage, but she never wanted to sleep with him at all.
Well, she said she was saving herself for marriage, but it's just because she didn't want to have sex with him. And so then he bought a ring. This is actually a hilarious story.
This reminds me of a story that happened to me, actually, where I worked at a snowball stand one summer.
Wait, what does that mean? A snowball stand in the summer?
Oh, yeah, you might not know what a snowball is. Okay, so it's a snow cone.
Oh, okay.
You know, snow cone. Sorry, we call them snowballs in Baltimore.
That's crazy.
It's just frozen ice in a cup with
a snowball is
the
a different
liquid
thing. Yeah, that's a snow cone.
We call them snowballs. Anyway, culture. So I worked at a snowball stand one summer, and there was this guy who I worked with who was like kind of creepy. He liked to LARP, live action role playing. He one day when we were closing out the stand came up to me and like kind of like cornered me in this like tiny little shack, and he was like asked me out on like a date, and I panicked and I was like, sorry, I like don't want to like date anyone that I work with. And so then when I go in the next day, this other guy that I worked with was like, hey, I heard, I forget this guy's name now, so-and-so like asked you out yesterday. And I was like, yeah, he told you? And he was like, yeah, he said that he's thinking about quitting so that you'd go out with him. And I was like, oh no.
That could have been a great outcome, because then you could ghost him IRL and not have to work with him. He sounds fucking crazy.
I did ghost him IRL. Actually, it did work out because I ended up moving. I ended up working at a different snowball stand like literally the next day. And so I never had to see him again.
Snowball hopper.
A snowball hopper. Oh, anyway, relatable. Didn't blame her for this one whatsoever. Okay, next question is, who had an orgasm on their friend's pillow? They guess Casey. The answer is Kayda.
This was a great play.
But it was really just the pillow was propped up under her. I'm like, that's not.
I think the implication is she was squirting.
Oh.
The way that it was phrased was like all over their friend's pillow.
It's true.
I think that this was a good play because guys love that. And she is like, you want to see.
Yeah.
You want to
true.
experience.
Yeah.
I think it was a very successful fun fact.
The next question is, who had sex in the same room as their best friend? Bryce and Zach make a joke that it was them, which I loved.
In the same room as their best friend because they're fucking each other and their best friend.
Fucking each other and Kayda. They guess it's sincere, but the answer is actually Casey. And the way he answered this was so funny. He was like, this is like a special occasion. Like, he was like, this was like a special night. This wasn't something that happens a lot.
Okay.
Which is hysterical. Next question is, who dated someone so that he could get their friend's number? They guess Zach. The answer is Bryce.
But he said it was successful and they dated for 2 years. So
Yeah.
go off.
I guess it worked out. And then the next question is, who is guilty of texting other people while they were with someone else? The Islanders guess Sean. The answer is sincere. He says that he doesn't do that anymore. And Melanie panics.
Well, but first he's like, yeah, who doesn't do that? Who doesn't text their other people while they're dating someone? And then he's like, oh, but I don't do that anymore.
Yeah. Not great, sincere.
Ugh.
Not great.
He's really living up to like the photo he posted with Jake Paul.
I forgot about the Jake Paul pic. Jesus Christ. You're so right.
Yeah.
Yikes. Anyway, yeah, they all jump in the pool. We get a final baptism
Day 3.
on day 3, which is insane.
Blasphemous.
Yeah. And then we see Kenzie make out with Sean in the pool. Melanie ITMs that if Sincere was to cheat on her, she would cheat on him back. She could play games too.
She goes, like, I'll cheat on him back if he cheat on me. Fuck. Shit. Fuck.
Yeah. It's like relatable.
Yeah. This is where I'm like, this amount of crazy is acceptable. Let's keep it here.
Right
Let's
here.
keep it in this zone.
Yes. Let's not go too far beyond that.
Yeah.
Yep.
So Kayda then asks Melanie how she feels about Sincere. And she's like, well, I knew that. She like puts on this brave face. She's like, yeah, I knew that he was a cheater. I knew that he had done that in the past.
Right.
Like, no cracks here. But like, also, yeah, I don't know. She's playing this very weird with Kayda. Sincere tells KC that Melanie told him to explore. And then Casey is like, well, she got butthurt. And I do think that it's just like, obviously explore, but you should have, like you said, pulled her and told her that you had had that conversation if possible. Again, who knows the producer's role in it all, but like that is kind of the one piece that makes it different.
Agreed.
Sincere is like, she has trust issues. This isn't about me. And Kayda tells Melanie about her chat with Sincere, basically says that it was like nothing. And they were just getting to know each other. And it seems like she's not that into him.
Yeah. I really think, though, that if Kayda had given Sincere a little bit more, he would have taken it and ran.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
I mean, we see that next episode.
Yes.
Melanie complains about Sincere not being fully honest. And then Sincere pulls her, tells her, hey, I pulled Kayda for a chat. Yeah, she knows. He's like, I wasn't telling her I wanted to explore. I was just talking to her. And then Melanie was like, when I got told that you pulled, what's her name? And Sincere goes, Kayda. Oh, Katie. When you pulled Katie.
This was pretty crazy.
This is where I'm like, all right, now, girl, we're on the edge. You were in the green crazy zone. Now we're in the orange crazy zone. We are approaching the red zone.
I will say it did make me laugh. I did think it was like a very funny power play attempt.
I agree. I did not hate it. However, it was the escalation for me where I was like, I don't like the direction that this is moving in, but it also made me laugh.
Yes.
But also like, I just cannot handle a season where the girls are like this. Like, like you need to be mad at Sincere. Don't be mad at Kayda. Kayda's not doing fucking anything wrong.
Yes. That is my biggest issue as well. The girls are going at the other girls too much. They need to be focusing that energy on the men.
Sincere says that he didn't get a chance to tell Melanie about this. Benefit of the doubt, could be true. And he's like, I'm feeling you still. Melanie wants to explore and he wants to be in this couple.
He says, I would stand on a green dot right now.
Again, probably because Kayda did not give him the reassurance that he was looking for.
Absolutely. It's easy for him to say that because he doesn't feel like Kayda's really an option for him at the moment.
Totally.
So
now we move into episode 4. Sincere is telling Sean and Bryce about what happened with Melanie. And Bea tells Anaya that she really likes Gabriel. Gabriel tells Zach and Sean and Bryce that Kenzie is his second option after Bea, then tells Bea that Kenzie was his second option, but then he was turned off by a few things during their conversation.
this was interesting.
I wonder what he means. Another Woodland comment that killed me was like, this man is lying. He has never been turned off by anything in his life,
yes.
even a 52-year-old.
Accurate.
Okay, we then see them getting ready for bed, and here's my note. What in the fuck did Sean just do to Kenzie's mouth? She seems to like it, but I refuse to say it was a good play. It would have been a good play if it was a normal kiss. Listen, I see so many TikToks about the kissing on Love Island, and I feel like we just don't need to get into it too much because, like, is it gross? Yes. Is it different? No, it's always fucking like this. But, like, it's crazy. It is crazy.
It's crazy. It's always so tongue forward.
Like, you could throw some tongue in there, but, like, if you come to kiss me and the first thing that touches is tongue on tongue, like, I don't want that.
I don't either. Kiss me, peck me, slip the tongue in. That's how you kiss.
Maybe we're old, but like, yeah, we get it. This is how they always have done it. Sorry. Like, I remember an episode from last season entitled All Tongue, No Lips. Like,
yes.
It's just, this is the Love Island way. But
yes,
Kenzie seems to love this kiss. No comment.
No comment. Also, again, grabs her neck.
It is now morning, and we see Melanie pull KC and tell him that her connection with Sincere is good. And Casey's like, I'm not sure if I want kids. What a funny sentence. Obviously, that's a summary.
That's a summary.
Anaya complains to Sincere that she is not sure how Casey is feeling about her, which is so ironic because Anaya, baby girl, it is so clear that you do not like Casey.
I agreed. Casey deserves better. He needs someone who is there for him. I need a bombshell for Casey, please.
I'm sure it's coming.
Yeah, I'm sure.
Just like Kayda.
Yeah.
All over her friend's pillow.
Oh, rip to her friend's pillow.
Zach and Kayda chat, and she's like, do you shave everything? He's like, yeah, I like it. Like, even his legs, he shaves everything.
The shaved leg was weird.
I'm sorry if this is like heteronormative or like whatever, but I think that's only acceptable if you're a swimmer.
I agree. And it probably is heteronormative, but I like personally hair on men.
What I don't like on men is stubble on their whole body.
Same.
Like, ew.
Don't shave your chest. Don't shave your legs. Don't shave your arms. Just rock it.
I totally agree.
You're softer with the hair. I guarantee it.
Yeah.
Ugh, the stubble. Ugh. It like really gives me heebie-jeebies thinking about it, actually.
No, same. I'm having the exact same visceral reaction. Melanie tells Kenzie that she wants to get to know Casey more. Also, I think that we skipped over this, but in Melanie's conversation with Anaya the night that she was pissed at Sincere the night before, she was complaining about Sincere and was like, all right, fuck it. Well, I'm going to pull Casey tomorrow. And like in this way where it's like, wait, are you telling Anaya, this is how you're choosing to tell Anaya, hey, I'm going to pull the guy you're talking to? It's not like about, hey, I wanted to give you a heads up. It's like all about you. And I just have to say, like, I'm so sad. I really need this crazy train to come to a stop and for her to stay in the green or maybe the orange. I'm okay with the orange zone because I had such fucking high hopes for her. And if Melanie is a
I
Huda
know.
2.0, I will be devastated.
Same. She can. First of all, I can't do that again.
First of all, I emotionally don't have the capacity to do that.
Don't
again.
have that. No.
No.
But also just for her general health and well-being, I don't want that for her.
No, I don't want that for anyone.
No.
Like, please, Melanie, please.
Get it together, girl. I'm like manifesting this for you. I'm like sending the vibes to Fiji. Calm down. It's going to be okay.
You're doing it. You're the main character. You've gone far enough.
Yes, you're getting
Reel
so
it in
much
a
screen
little bit.
time. Yeah. Reel it in.
Yeah.
Be a cool girl. You said you're a girl's girl. Let's see it. You said you weren't going to have to say it.
It's giving Amanda.
Batula?
Yeah.
Oh, no.
Only in the way that she always is like, I'm a girl's girl. And then how she acts, it's like, well, you don't really need to say that if you are. And clearly
Period.
you're not.
Right. Yes.
Anyway.
I was going to say, though, generally agreed. Yes, that was not a great way for her to tell Anaya that she was going to pull Casey. It was also like, hey, I'm going to pull your man out of spite to sincere. Not great.
Yeah. Also, during this conversation with Melanie and Casey, she told him that she doesn't wear glasses or contacts. And she says, I just kind of decided I've seen enough.
Yeah, that was funny.
Which really made me laugh. Like,
Yes.
that is the kind of delusional that we want.
Yes, agreed.
More of that, Melanie.
Yes. No, that was a really good line.
Yeah. And then we get a challenge. It is Boss Bitch. And secretly hiding out in the accounts department, like behind some door, is our new bombshell, Corbin. So
His voice I can't stand.
Maura. I hate it. I hate it so much. We're so aligned. Of course we're aligned.
Of course we're
as
aligned.
aligned as Bea's teeth with those trays that she has in at all times.
I was like, are those grills or are they braces?
I think it's Invisalign. It's like a
Oh, okay.
the way that Invisalign works is it's like progressive like retainers, and in order for it to work, you have to wear them like 22 hours a day or something. Like you're only supposed to take them out to eat. But I'm like, girl, can you like maybe just have a retainer that you wear at night just for the summer and then get back on that teeth straightening journey? Because I saw a TikTok where somebody was like, I've had Invisalign and I'm sorry to say this out loud, but it collects a lot of saliva. Mm-hmm. I'm nauseous. We have to move on.
Okay.
But just imagine with like all the making out.
Ugh.
Like already that is like a lot of saliva swapping.
Ugh. I need to
On
go to
top
the
of it, you
doctor.
have plastic trays in your mouth that are collecting the saliva.
It's like a mouth guard in that way. Because like when you have a mouth guard in your mouth, it like collects saliva.
I don't have that experience with my
With a mouth guard?
I mean, mine is like very like it was
Thin?
formed to my teeth.
Yeah. I guess I'm thinking of like, I haven't really had to wear a mouth guard to like sleep necessarily, but like obviously when I played lacrosse and I had to wear like a mouth guard for that, and that did collect saliva.
I imagine it's like that. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Ew.
Yeah.
Ew.
Yeah.
Ew.
Yeah.
Anyway. So this challenge is all about making out and filling those Invisalign trays with 3 different people's saliva. So each girl will pick a boy that they are not coupled up with to kiss, and then they pick an islander for the description that they each are given, and that islander is dunked in slime. And then the girl goes into this like accounts department to make out with Corbin, but like the boys don't know that. They just think they're like walking into a room. This was very
To like
weird
get
to
money.
me.
Weird. I agree.
And then they make out with a guy that they are coupled up with. And can I just say before we get any further that the dumping them in water and then also the sliming in back-to-back episodes, like it is giving hate crime for all of the black hair in this villa.
Agreed.
It's
Agreed.
crazy. And also, they don't have braids. Like, Alandria and Shelly last year had braids, and I've seen some people comment on that of like, this might be hard to upkeep. This is not making it easier.
Yeah. They did give Sincere a shower cap when he got slimed, but like they didn't give him one for the pool, and they didn't give Anaya or Trinity one, I don't think.
Maybe
I mean,
they
I'm
requested
assuming
it?
both girls denied it, but like still,
I mean,
know?
you can hope.
you can hope.
Anaya goes first. She kisses Sean, and then her question is, who takes credit for the group project? And she says, KC.
Weird.
Interesting. Yeah, he like falls out of his chair, but he gets slimed. And then Bea goes, she kisses Sincere and gets who is not afraid to step on toes, and she goes with Kenzie. Again, I need you two to come together. I'm going to need this to be a alliance, not a rivalry.
Exactly. Yeah, this was pretty wild. I'm like, Kenzie is single. She has to step on toes, theoretically, but also she's not really.
It's also weird because then Bea gets all like defensive of Kenzie later on today.
Right. Yes. Yes.
Trinity goes next. She kisses Sean and then gets the question, who is faking it for a promotion? And she says, Bryce.
And Kenzie says, when Trinity is making out with Bryce, well, first of all, Bryce is obviously upset by this.
Yeah.
This was pretty bad on Trinity's part. Definitely an error. But Bryce is like, well, I'm going to use this as an opportunity to show Trinity that I'm into this.
Right. He's being
And-
like, just wait for this kiss.
Yes. And Kenzie ITMs, damn, she's getting some of that turtle tongue right now.
I know. This is part of what makes Kenzie so good. Like, that it will become a thing. If she says it a few more times, like, it will become a thing. And it is so funny.
It is hilarious.
It's perfect. It's also kind of giving Ramona Singer. Did you watch New York?
Yes. Turtle time.
Turtle time. Yes.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
We then see Melanie go. She kisses KC. Her question is, who needs to be fired? And she goes for Kayda. Yikes. Kenzie then goes and gives Kayda a peck.
Wow. Where is
Happy
this coming
Pride.
from? Happy Pride. That
She
one
does the
was for us.
splits on the table. She loves the splits.
Everyone's gagged. All the clam slams.
She kisses Gabriel. Her question is, who is the office gossip? And she says Anaya, but just because like she always knows the tea.
And Anaya really has become the like parental figure of the entire villa.
The keeper of the tea. Yes. Everyone goes to her.
She's everyone's STCO, shoulder to cry on.
Yes, totally. Kayda then goes and kisses Sincere, and her question is, who needs a promotion from their couple? And she chooses Sincere.
Yeah. She goes, I'm a tit for tat girl.
Okay.
And she is.
You call me the N-word, I'm going to hate you.
Yeah. It's a good point. She is a tit for tat girl.
Sincere ITMs about the makeout. Shit, what am I supposed to do? Not show out?
I know. This whole thing was this was messy. I was here for it, but I was like, wow, this could be a blow up.
Totally.
Thankfully, it wasn't. Thank God.
Yeah, there were other things to blow up about that we're about to discuss. But before we do, since we already came up with a term for the breakfast ritual, I was wondering if we might come up for a term with what we are about to see, which is when the Islanders are forced to debrief an activity while sitting in the filth of that activity. In this case, sitting there covered in slime. The classic example of this is sitting there covered in cream post-snog Mary pie. Well, there has to be a term for the humiliation ritual of sitting in your filth.
My first thought is sitting in with your sin.
Okay.
Sitting in sin.
Sitting in sin.
Very religious, I understand, but that was like my first thing because it's like,
Let us know if you have a better. Sorry, not to say that's not good. We'll sit on it. Let us know if you have a thought because it is such a staple of the game.
It really is a staple of the game. It is definitely a specific brand of humiliation for them. Yeah, I will mull this over. I feel like I can definitely come up with a good nickname for it.
It stresses me out because I remember specifically last year when Nick had that pimple.
Yes.
And then he had to
Oh
sit there
my
with cream on his
God.
face.
That was rough.
They seem to never mind it or like complain about it too, which just makes me so curious like what the producers are saying to them.
I think they're just cutting it out.
They must.
They must be. All right, well, we get a BCGC split, although Sean and Sincere are in a duo. Then there's the 4 boys and then all of the girls. The girls talk about kissing Corbin. Melanie says that Corbin is her type. Bryce says he's pissed off at Trinity. And then the guys talk about how Kayda asserted dominance over Melanie during the challenge. Melanie then asks Kayda about why she said Sincere needed a promotion. And Kayda is like, truly, it was just to get back at you. I was going to originally pick you to be dunked. But then when that question came up, I decided I'm actually going to dunk Sincere and not you, but call you out at the same time.
Which would be the bigger hit, is to like actually have to go in the slime or to be the person that Sincere deserves an upgrade from. I chose the one that would hit you harder.
Exactly. Melanie is like, you know what? Fair play. They fist bump and then they hug it out.
Amazing. I was like, good. We're
Great.
moving in the right direction.
Yeah.
Not so fast.
Yeah. Well, that at least seemed genuine. I think Melanie meant that.
She's like, I can't be that mad at you because she also went at her.
Absolutely. Sincere then tells Sean that the kiss with Kayda was good. And Sean thinks that Kenzie might be a little too immature because of how she's dealing with Zach, which, correct. Kenzie is acting immaturely in regards to Zach, but it is funny.
I would love for this to just be an ongoing bit for as long as they both are in the villa, where like it becomes a joke between them that he pulls her for, or tries to pull her for chats that she denies and that she like won't make eye contact with him. I think it's really funny.
I think it's hilarious. I want to see more of it.
But I think he's going to stop. But I wish he wouldn't.
Yeah, I agree. It is then nighttime in the villa. Bryce and Trinity chat. Trinity explains that she doesn't think that Bryce is actually faking it. And then he shares that his feelings were hurt a little bit by her comment at the challenge. And Bryce now feels like things today between them have accelerated. And I don't think that Trinity feels the same way.
I feel like, does she not even, I thought during this conversation she was like, yeah, we're friends. And he was like, no.
Yeah. Yes. Yes. That's exactly what happened.
For a relationship.
Yeah. He was like, we're really building something here. And she ITMs like, yeah, totally. I could see that now. I'm like, you don't like him.
No.
Beatrice then pulls Kenzie and tells her that she wished she had known that Kenzie was going to pull Gabriel before it had happened. Kenzie apologizes. She says that she has been really stressed out because she doesn't feel a spark with anybody. And she honestly just like hadn't really thought that much through it. Beatrice is then very empathetic toward how Kenzie is feeling. And ITM's this whole thing of like, I didn't really think about how she was feeling. And like, it makes sense that she'd be really stressed and wouldn't have necessarily thought about that. And Beatrice is like, I think that you should talk to the new bombshell first.
Also, if you hadn't thought about how she was feeling, maybe that's because you weren't talking to her. Maybe that's because you just like had this weird assumption that she was going to lie to you and chose to speak to her once you were already upset and had something to work out rather than being proactive about it.
Exactly.
Geography is not the only thing that these Islanders missed out on during COVID high school. Like there is some like socialization issues going on here as well.
Yeah. They missed out on SEL, social emotional learning as well.
Exactly.
Yes, they did.
Correct.
Oh, golly. Okay. Trinity then gets a text. We have an IPGOT fee. Islanders, please gather around the fire pit immediately. Corbin enters the villa. He is 22 years old. He is from Miami, Florida, and he says he is goal-oriented. Doesn't mention what the goal is, but he's oriented toward it.
No, but he does say multiple times that he's very focused on the goal.
Yes. What that goal might be, who's to say? Who's to say?
He doesn't have to figure out the goal yet. He's oriented towards it.
He's going toward it. He'll figure out what it is later.
The goal as we go along.
Corbin then reveals that he got to kiss everyone during the challenge.
Well, he's like, nice to meet you ladies again. And all the boys are like, again? And he's like, are you going to tell them or should I? I'm like, okay, who's going to just put 2 and 2 together here? Because like, what the fuck did you think they were doing behind that door?
Exactly. He sits and talks to the girls, and this was maybe one of the most uncomfortable conversations I think I've ever watched. I don't know why the flirting between the 6 girls and him made me feel so awkward, but it was so awkward.
It's him.
It's him.
What is wrong with him? I'm sorry, but like what? Like there's an energy about him that is so performative, I think.
Yeah, I definitely see that. Mm-hmm.
I feel like he's like giving like sportscaster voice.
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't know what it is, but like it's very uncomfortable. I totally agree. Yeah. And obviously like there's already tension between the girls, and then this just makes it worse, and so like that adds to the discomfort, but it starts with him. I have to say.
I'm with you on that. Yeah, he just I don't know. Kenzie says that everyone wants a slice of him. I don't know. Like the flirting was just weird. The whole thing, I think it felt performative from all of them. Mm-hmm. He was like trying to be this like big macho guy, like, ladies, and then all the girls were like, I'm going to fucking kill all of you. Like, yeah, peacocking fully to him.
Yeah. And also then during this conversation, it's going to come up later, but like Melanie is kind of like leaning into him in a way that is preventing Trinity and Kenzie from like seeing him, because obviously they're like in like a semicircle, and Trinity does kind of like pull her back, and that will come up later.
Yes, it will. Sincere is watching this interaction. He says he thinks he's cooked and that Melanie would pick Corbin over him. And Corbin is able to remember all of the girls' names. The girls are extremely impressed by this show of intellectualism.
He had a lot of time to memorize names while he was doing COVID high school.
Yep. Corbin has a relatively decent working memory. Good job, Corbin.
That's going to be so helpful with those professional goals that he's working towards.
I will say I have been in a situation where I was, That's part of the goal. My goal is to remember everyone's name.
He is on the path towards the goal.
Yeah. I was going to say I've been in this situation though before where I've been in a group of girls and like guys have come up to us and then they have remembered all of our names. It is somewhat impressive because usually I'm at a loud bar, but it's like, you know, hard to hear, hard to remember.
It's giving the bar is in hell.
The bar is in hell for sure. Yeah. This should not be impressive. Melanie then decides to pull him for a one-on-one chat. Honestly, I actually thought this was a good play.
I did too.
Great. Look at us. Fully in a line.
It's a good play alone.
Yeah.
Everything else that happens around it is an error.
I agree. What's about to happen is more of an error. But yeah.
But also like doing this play when you're already treading on thin ice with the girls is an error. But like in an isolated situation, sure, like the play itself is good, and Kenzie should have fucking done it. Nobody was stopping Kenzie from doing it.
Yes, Kenzie was turtling, to use her own term. I really, she was like a little too nervous. She should have been like, hey, Corbin, let's go chat. Like, I'm single, let's do it. But Melanie is thinking 3 steps ahead. She's like, I need to constantly make Sincere feel as insecure as I feel.
Yeah.
That's the goal. She's goal-oriented.
Yeah, you want to talk goal-oriented?
Melani's goal-oriented.
You cheat on Melanie, her goal is to cheat on you, and she is going to achieve that goal.
That goal
you
will
pull
be
someone
achieved.
else, she's going to pull someone else.
Yes.
Her and Corbin are a perfect fit.
I agree.
Imagine the goals that they could achieve together.
So many things. Beatrice then tells the girls that she does not like how Melanie is moving. And we see this chat between Corbin and Melanie. Corbin says that he's nonchalant, which means he's boring. Melanie says that she's not a bitch. She's just from Philly, which was hilarious. The girls say that if Sincere was doing this to her, she would be pissed, which is totally fair and true. Sincere tells Sean that he feels like he's getting thrown into bullshit and it's like one big roller coaster. It's good and then it's bad. And then he compares this situation with Melanie to chess. He says that he has her in checkmate and she's just going to flip the board. And this was a very interesting metaphor. Yet again, not seeing women as people.
Correct.
Actively acknowledging, I too am playing a game here.
And like, I have her cornered too.
Yes.
And you want to know what? Given this metaphor, flip that fucking board, Melanie. Get off of that board. Don't let that man corner you.
Mm-hmm. Agreed.
Scary.
Very. Yeah, I didn't love that.
I have 2 comments. One is, you know that I've been like, I'm going to wait and see if I like Casey or not. I'm going to let him prove himself to me with time. This like, he's wearing this like white outfit tonight with like a little brown belt. Something about it was so adorable. Totally won me over. Team Casey.
I love him. He's
the
cutie.
Other comment is Bryce is like weirdly insecure about Corbin's height. He keeps being like, he's really tall because I'm super tall and he's taller than me.
Also, Bryce whipped out the Tims.
Did not notice.
He's like, I need to show off to Trinity. I wear Timberlands.
Oh, Bryce. So Brycey.
I saw on Threads that they were describing Bryce. They were like, he is so 2006 Hollister coded. And I was like, that is exactly what Bryce is.
100%. Yes. I totally see it.
Yeah.
I also no longer think he's that hot.
Right.
Now that I know him a little bit more. Sorry, Bryce.
I think he's... we'll see what happens. He's not as funny as I was hoping he would be. So that's a bummer.
No. Like, yes. I'm glad that you brought that up because you were like, he's going to be the funny one of the season. No.
He's not.
And like also the... ha 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 ha, what if we were together between him and Zach is treading on homophobia. Like, let's make sure that we stay in bromance and we don't go to the like 4th grade LOL. What if we were gay, you know?
Yeah, but what if one of them is gay? What if one of them is bi?
Go off.
Right.
I'm so here for it. Love Byland. Like, Love Byland can not only be by girls.
Yeah, of course.
I also saw somebody tried to out Gabriel as bi.
Really?
Maybe as they were saying he was gay, but maybe he's bi. Like, yeah, it was some guy came out and shared about his experience with him. Sorry if that's outing him. It wasn't me. It was somebody else. But
interesting.
Again, if we are going to go all in on Love Byland, we have to have bi boys, not just bi girls.
Absolutely.
Bea tells Melanie that she was being excessive, and the girls are like, it was kind of rude how you were placing yourself between the bomb and Kenzie, and like Kenzie should have gotten the first chat with him, not you. And she's like, I didn't do it on purpose, relax. And Bea is like, all I want is for you to just say I didn't do it on purpose. And Melanie is like, yeah, that's what I'm saying. That was like kind of a weird thing for Bea to say. And then Bea is like, well, this has happened before. And then Melanie goes, okay, well, tell me when. And Bea can't think of an example. This was like, I thought, an error on both of their parts. This was so poorly played on both Bea and Melanie's parts.
Agreed.
She tells Melanie not to get defensive, and then they go back and forth. And then Melanie is like, you're doing too much, and walks off and repeats, give me 10, give me 10. And I saw an amazing TikTok of somebody being 10. Like, okay, and like dropping and like starting to do push-ups.
One of my friends texted me and was like, what did you think of like the fight? I think everyone is like picking a side. I think like you, there's not a side to pick. I also really believe that tonight's Sunday night's episode is like, they're going to squash this and it's going to be nothing.
I hope so.
I really do believe that. I think that Melanie is going to calm down. This is me manifesting for her. I think she'll calm down. I think she'll hear Beatrice out. I think they'll find medium ground. I think they'll move on. I think it'll be I think it's a whole nothing burger. But obviously, a lot of people are like, Melanie's fucking crazy. And she's like, she didn't say sorry and blah, 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 blah. And like, it's true. She didn't really say sorry, but she didn't really have to apologize to Beatrice. She did say sorry, though, to Trinity. And I bet she will say sorry to Kenzie.
I don't know. I don't know what I think. I agree that there's not a side to be taken. I think that they are both wrong in how they approached the conflict, not in their feelings or whatever. However, I also have been complaining this entire episode about the girls not talking to each other. So I guess like maybe this is how, again, with their limited social skills, they are working it out. Is like they have to fight first and then come back together. I don't know, but I will tell you, I don't like the direction that Melanie is moving in. It's very scary to me. It's very triggering. I need her to, again, all of the vibes from Baltimore, from Denver. I'm not in Denver anymore. Oh my God. From Colorado, from Maryland. Sending you calm. We are still good. This can be wrapped up and you can be the beautiful main character of the season that you are meant to be. But I need you to take a step back.
Give her 10.
Yeah.
Give her 10.
Maybe she does just need a minute.
Her walking off, like that was very relatable to me because I'm like, I know that they both felt that tension escalate in that conversation, right? And like, I know I would not want to like just start crying. I'd get to a point where I'd be like fed up and sad and like start crying, and I wouldn't want to do that. And I'd be like, you need to give me a minute because I'm not about to cry in front of you bitches. So hopefully, because she does obviously cry in the ITM. Mm-hmm. So we'll see. I'm hopeful. But yeah, I don't know that Beatrice went at her with this the right way. I don't think Melanie was super receptive to hearing it either. So
agreed. I also think that like all the girls kind of felt this way, but Bea decided to be like the figurehead for it. And I don't fully understand why she felt like she needed to take that on herself.
I agree.
It's giving, hey mama.
Hey mama.
It's giving, come here baby girls. I don't know. Yeah, I think time will tell. I do think actually that the cliffhanger of it all is a good sign. Like is a sign that maybe that was the crescendo and now we're going to calm down and apologize and the drama will be over. Yes. So fingers crossed. We are left on knowing that there is a recoupling coming that will lead to a dumping. Do we, before we get into our awards, want to guess who might be dumped?
Sure. I think that Corbin will get to pick first.
True.
And I wonder if he might pick Melanie.
Probably.
But I feel like he's going to have more chats, though, before this recoupling. So whoever he has a good convo with during the day might have a shot as well. But I could see him picking Melanie.
Is it possible that Sincere is dumped?
Goes home.
Do you think that Kayda would choose Zach over Sincere?
Yeah, Kayda would definitely pick Zach over Sincere.
So who else is picking Sincere other than Melanie?
Trinity is like the wild card there. Bryce could go home. I don't think that that will happen though. I think Trinity has like enough like loyalty to Bryce in their friendship couple. I don't think that she would do that.
Who do you want to go? Corbin.
I want Gabriel or Sean or Corbin.
Hello, goodbye.
To go. I don't like Sincere, but I don't think they should get rid of him. So I'm torn about this.
I am willing to give Sincere another chance, but he is on very thin ice. So many people are on such thin ice with me right now.
I just think that there's more drama to be had with him and others, and I want to see that.
Agreed.
I am not bought into some of the other boys though. Like I don't get sorry, Sean, go home, your child.
Yeah,
I don't need you here.
I agree.
A lot of people like him, and I'm like fascinated by that.
I think that him and Bryce being the only people in like their later 20s, inherently like we're not in high school during COVID and have maybe a little bit more like emotional maturity. And I genuinely think that like that is very apparent.
I agree with that. They definitely feel the most like settled in like their being.
I don't think that is like a compliment to them. I think that it is, if anything, a diss to everyone else, or like, you know, not a diss, but a moment of reflection on the emotional states of everyone else.
Yeah.
Compassion.
Here's a wild card. Corbin has a great conversation with Kenzie. Corbin and Kenzie couple. Sean goes home.
A girl can dream.
A girl can dream. I could see Bryce going home, unfortunately. I like his little bromance with Zach, but he's not giving us that much, so.
I wouldn't be that sad.
I would deal with it.
Let's get into our awards. Yes.
Who's your MVP?
My MVP was Kenzie. I just truly, the last 2 episodes, I was like, oh my God, is she going to crash out or is she made for the show? I feel pretty confident after these 2 episodes that she was made for this show.
Yeah, she's great.
I am picking up what she is putting down. She is so funny. She has good one-liners. She's getting screen time. She is juggling her options pretty well, given that she's not in a couple.
Mm-hmm.
Who is yours?
Agreed. I gave it to Kayda because I gave it to Kenzie last week. So yeah, I'm going to give it to Kayda. I think that she's getting a lot of screen time. I think the edit that she's getting is pretty decent. She's looking much more sane in comparison to certainly Melanie. And so I think that will benefit her in the future.
Who was your most toxic?
All of the girls for getting mad at the girls and not the boys.
That's the correct answer. I went with Sincere for dehumanizing women.
Yeah, twice.
Twice.
What was your most shocking moment?
Corbin's voice. I can't. I really don't like it.
I don't like it either. I need to listen to it again because I want to try to do an impression of it next time we record. But It is like, he's a little bit like JD. You like being dominant. Like a little bit, not quite so bro-y, but it's an essence of.
It's really like sportscaster-y to me, like radio personality, which is like not bad. It just really threw me off. And like compared or in conjunction with like the rest of his personality is like so bizarre. I am curious to know if we'll find out what his professional goal is that he's working towards at the ripe age of 22.
Well, I know he's a fitness instructor for young adults based off of his Instagram.
But will he share his professional goal, or will he just continue to tell us that he's working towards it? I sincerely hope that he does not get any more specific.
Same. I want him to be as vague as possible.
What was your most shocking moment?
Kayda going fully tit for tat with Melanie. I didn't fully expect that, but I liked it.
What was your error?
Melanie losing her cool regarding Sincere and all of the subsequent choices she made thereafter because of it.
Yeah.
What about you?
That's a really good one. Mine was Bea thinking that Kenzie will lie to her, but Gabriel will be honest.
Yeah. That is definitely an error for sure. Yeah. What was your LOL moment?
Truly cannot decide. I'm assuming yours was daylight savings time.
It was, in fact.
Okay, good. Then I will give it to, I just kind of decided I'd seen enough. In response
that was
to
great.
Why she does not wear glasses or contacts, I genuinely laughed out loud.
Yeah. I want to give an honorable mention to Kenzie with damn, she's getting some of that turtle tongue, because that did also make me laugh out loud.
Yeah. And also with Zach is way fucking, or Jesus Christ, Charlie is way fucking cuter.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm going to do the crazy thing again.
Okay.
I feel 0% confident about any of this. I just want to say that. But my finalist predictions are Melanie and Corbin. I don't think either of them are likable enough to get to the finale, but
definitely not.
Anaya and someone, but not Casey. Okay. Casey and someone, but not Anaya.
Okay.
I am sticking with giving finalist predictions every episode, even if it makes me look like a damn fool.
No, I
because
love
what
it. I think
if
it's
it
great.
makes me look like a genius? Only time will tell, as with everything.
Exactly.
And we cannot wait to see who's dumped. We cannot wait to see what happens. And we cannot wait to get into the first fall week of Love Island USA Season 8.
Woo.
We are grateful for you. We are happy you're here. Again, please share with a friend. Thank you for listening, and we will see you on Thursday.
See you then. Bye.
Thank you so much for listening. Please follow us at She's Got the Chat on Instagram, TikTok, Twitter, Threads, and YouTube. Rate and review us wherever you get your podcasts. Please share us with a friend, an enemy, a coworker, a family member, a local politician. Bye.